You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. I am David Alford. We're streaming live on the Storm TV Network Weather Channel right now. You're taking a live look in Dallas, Texas, where there is cumulus clouds that are underway right now in the sky. And now, if we go ahead and transition over to another live shot, this is going to be in Chicago. It's a little laggy right now. I have no clue why. Just don't mind the lag right now. This is only day 2 of streaming this new thing that we're starting here. So expect some lag, expect some problems, but hopefully later in the future things will be less laggy and more suitable to actually stream things. But anyways, here we are. There's a live look at Chicago. Things are looking mighty fine right now. Let's take a live look at Washington, D.C. right now with the lag on our system here. And there's the Capitol right there here in the United States. And you can see it's pretty gloomy out there right now. Let's actually get another vantage point of what things look like out there now. Still overcast right now in Washington, D.C. So it is a cloudy day out there across portions of the United States. Not everybody across the United States is experiencing this, but a good portion of the USA is seeing this problem. All right, so there we go. Hello, everybody. I am David, as mentioned. Thank you all for watching and tuning in to On the Radar. This is where we give you the latest of things on the radar, from radar, obviously, to cameras, to alerts, and much more. So let's go ahead and transition over to the chat here. We made this a few hours ago. The chat is very tiny, so I'm still trying to figure out this whole system here. How do I make it where it's like, I don't know how to make it bigger, but hopefully if y'all are probably on TV, you probably won't be able to, you guys may be able to see this. If you're watching on mobile, you may be able to see that chat, but my apologies for that live chat being there so quiet. But everybody's saying, we have Severe Weather Hunters in the chat, we got Pac-Man in the chat, we got Live on Tropics in the chat, so hello everybody. If you guys got any questions, comments, stuff like that, throw them my way. I want to say hi, feel free to do so. As we're coming on the air. Not just that, we got this. I've done some new changes with the overlays and everything. We even have a Twitter option on here now. So if you guys ever tag me on socials, if it's like video of rain or you're experiencing sunny skies, all I do is go to my notifications of the tag post, and I will we'll take a look at it live on air. So just a heads up, if you guys got anything you want to tag me on social, do it, because your posts could be shared live on stream. We also brought back the alert system, so latest updates to the alerts across the United States. And that's pretty much it. But this is new. I have not shown this before. This is a brand new option right here, and this is where we have, well, tropics on the left. On the right is your alerts. So as you can see, a tropical disturbance underway right now in portions of the Gulf of America. This is near the Campeche City area, but there's a big reason why we're seeing this ongoing right now. We got an area of low pressure attempting to develop right now just east of there, so that's why we're experiencing this, 10-20% chance of a tropical system to develop. So something that we will continue to watch. Before we continue more onto your forecast or your radar and forecast and everything, we're going to be live for about an hour or two, probably an hour and a half today. And then we'll take a break this weekend probably, and then we'll come back with more weather every day next week. All right, so let's talk about these little commercial breaks we have. It's not commercials, it's just a BRB, time for me to rethink things, take a pause, stuff like that. So around every 10-15 minutes we'll have these small breaks, but you guys will see me more than the breaks, and hopefully that continues to be the case. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on the radar this evening, where we actually do have some storms out there across portions of the states right now. We actually have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect right now in portions of Michigan. A severe thunderstorm watch in effect right now for Indiana, including the Fort Wayne, Detroit area under severe watches. I tried searching up some Detroit cameras, but I couldn't really find any. But this alert expires here in about 4 hours. Ongoing severe weather just near the city of Detroit right now, so that's something that we're watching very, very closely. One big problem that I have been having lately is it's so laggy doing the radar on here. I don't know why that's the case, but again, this is our second day of streaming like this, so I hope as the days continue to progress, we begin to see less and less lagginess just like this. So anyways, at least we're seeing things, and we just had a hard lag right there on the stream. There we go. It's always good to not okay, yeah, that helps. For some reason me having my camera on made it so laggy. All right, severe thunderstorm alert right now, just northwest of Detroit right now. So that's something that we're going to watch closely. Again, I don't have any cameras that are in the Detroit area that I can find as of right now, unfortunately. But again, we'll watch it. Severe thunderstorm warning down in effect right now. This is going in for the Oakland County area until 6 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Central, for the risk of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this weather alert. If we click on the top right there where that exclamation point is out, if we click there, it will give me a whole list of alerts. Being the ones on the that are on the top. These are brand new alerts that have gotten issued just moments ago. All right, we're going to go ahead and fly all the way to Pennsylvania. This is where a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued moments ago from the National Weather Service. A severe thunderstorm warning for Warren County until 5:30 for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and some penny-sized hail. Let's jump all the way to North Carolina, where we have another severe thunderstorm warning underway right now. This severe weather alert. This is going to be going for Cherokee and Clay counties until 5:15, also for the risk of 60-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. All right, let's go even more in North Carolina. We got another severe weather alert in North Carolina. This including the Pine Bluff area as well as Biscoe and Seven Lakes. Severe warning, barely severe, but it's for 60-mile-per-hour winds, nickel-sized hail for Moore, Montgomery, and Hope counties in that alert. Let's jump to Mississippi now, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning that's underway now, just to the west of Puckett and southeast of Florence. Severe weather alert for Rankin and Simpson counties till 4:30 for 60-mile-per-hour winds and some $half size hail. Let's jump all the way to Tennessee now, where we have a severe thunderstorm watch. I believe let's see, are y'all under a severe watch? I don't think you are. No, you're not. So, excuse me, heat advisory is what you guys are under. But a severe warning for Jackson, Sumner, Clay, and Macon counties for the risk of 60-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. Weather alert expiring in about 20 minutes from now. We have a severe weather alert to speak of in Georgia right now. Severe weather alert just west of Morganville right now. And with this severe thunderstorm warning, it's the risk for some quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This weather alert goes until 5:30 this evening Eastern Time. All right, developing now a severe warning in Oklahoma to get to right now. As we take a look, this is in the Newada, Delaware area right now for the risk of quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds in Newada County. This alert going into 4:45 later this evening for Central Time. Some flash flooding and severe weather concerns for the Tulsa area right now. Severe thunderstorm just east of Tulsa, so just east of the metro. But a severe alert for Rogers, Wagner, Muskogee, Okmulgee, and Tulsa counties until 4:30 for penny-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Further down the line, we got some stronger storms southeast of Oklahoma City after yesterday's severe weather. When we were live on the air with you yesterday around 6 p.m., severe weather was underway over there. Now things are quieting down for Oklahoma City. Strong line of storms in Texas as well. Some strong storms near the city of Monday in portions of the Panhandle and northwest Texas, and some more storms underway towards west of Midland and Odessa right now. Update on radar across central Texas, where we are broadcasting from. One isolated shower in Fayette County near LaGrange. And Houston, we got some showers in the vicinity as well. South Texas right now, things are looking pretty okay right now. Just a few isolated showers to deal with here through the next couple of hours. Louisiana, things are looking stormy for portions of the state right now. However, not a whole lot to speak of for this point in time. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the weather that's underway in portions of Washington, D.C. right now, where it's pretty gloomy out there right now, right? Well, before we get into your forecast and what's on the radar, let's take a look at some cameras right now. This is a live look here in just a second. There you go. Live look in Washington, D.C. right now, where it is overcast. If you look very closely, you can actually see some raindrops that are falling out in the distance. And you notice that haze or that fog look in the distance. That is because of the rain. Here's another vantage point of a live look. This is at the Capitol right now. This is at D.C. And again, this is something that we're watching closely as it's very cloudy out there this evening at the Capitol. And as we take another look here, this is a great shot. Quite a few people out there right now by the water at Washington, D.C. However, it's pretty much all we're tracking right now in Washington, D.C. All right, back to the radar. As you can see, some showers just to the northeast of D.C. right now, but it is saying that a little shower is probably in downtown D.C. right now, so that's probably why we're seeing some of those drops of rain that are underway on that live shot. All right, just southwest of D.C. right now, we got a flood warning in effect. Expires in about 17 minutes here. But the latest information, this is going in for the Prince William, city of Manus and Manus Park in West Virginia, in Virginia, where we have this weather alert for the risk of 2 to 3.5 inches of rain, which is fallen in the warning area. Heads up, if you see water on the roadways, turn around and do not drown. But again, that is a live look earlier and the latest update on the radar in portions of Washington, D.C. Let's take a live look right now in New York City right now, where it is overcast as well. People on the boats enjoying the day. Boy, that's a lot of skyscrapers out there for sure. Out there in NYC. Here's another live look in New York City. That's a lot of skyscrapers. Every time I look at the camera in New York City, I'm just amazed on how many tower buildings there are. It's just insane. But anyways, it's really overcast. The sky's actually pretty cool looking, I'm not going to lie. So, very cool shot underway there in New York City. And then here's a look at Times Square right now. A lot of people out there. There are people wearing gorilla suits out there. See those two black things that are moving around? Those are gorillas. People dress into those. That is amazing. Can't believe we're seeing that live on air right now on the radar on the Storm TV Network Weather Channel. All right, New York City, things are looking all right now. Latest prediction of storms today has a non-general storm risk today, but there were some storms out and about. But tomorrow, we are going to have to keep our eyes out for the risk of some low-end, strong to severe storms, especially west of New York. But the city itself could experience storms tomorrow for our Saturday. Then on Sunday, the storm risk is a little bit lower. Let's shift back to Washington, D.C. here, where tonight we just have a general storm risk, so no severe weather anticipated, unlike yesterday. And then on your Saturday, you guys are under a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather. And then you're just in a general storm risk on your Sunday. All right, coming up, we got a big picture of weather across the United States. What does it look like out there? Not just that, we're also tracking the tropics. Much more as we return back over to On the Air on the Storm TV Network Weather Channel. I'm David Alford, and more coming up in just a moment.
You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.
I apologize for all the lagginess we're having for some reason on tonight's stream, but it is our only second day of streaming this on the air, so I guess I could see why we're having some laggy problems, but hopefully soon, next couple days, things start to be better and improve. So yeah, that was a really hard transition. So anyways, welcome back over to On the Radar on the Storm TV Network Weather Channel. We got some tropics to talk about right to the left of me right now. Look at that. Let's see, what is the exact percentage there of the probability of a tropical system? About a 20% next 20 days, but a 30% in the next 7. You see that plume of white clouds just to the east of Comanche City? That's an area that is attempting to develop well, there's thunderstorms there right now, but it just needs to get a spin and swirl to it. Once that gets going, there's a possibility a tropical system may attempt to develop, but overall it's some sort of moisture and it will make an impact to portions of Mexico here very soon, especially in the eastern portions of Mexico where thunderstorms possible, maybe even flooding too. So something that we're gonna need to watch for our friends over there. All right, if you guys got anything weather related, you got cool sunset occurring soon, you got some storms right now, tag me on Twitter at DavidALFWX, or you got video or anything, we'll share it on stream. Feel free to tag me if you want to get anything posted on air. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our alert system right now. Tons of alerts out there to speak of. A new severe weather alert moments ago at 4:19. This is for Clay, Jackson, and Macon counties in Tennessee, where we previously had a severe thunderstorm warning. If you guys got any comments, questions, feel free to ask them down below. We do have the live chat right there. For some reason my phone chat is really behind. 1 second. Did not know y'all were chatting. I thought everybody was like, nope, we're done chatting. All right, let's see. I left. David, what did I miss? We're just doing rounds of me talking weather here and there. This is super exciting. I love this. Thank you very much. The only thing I don't love is the lag. I apologize, guys, about the transitions and the hard lags. But again, this is the second day. My computer sucks as well, so that's why we're having some problems with the transitions and lagginess. But hopefully, as we get more and more and more into the days of doing this, my computer starts to get used to doing this. And of course, I'm not like one of those channels where I'm just focused on this 24/7. I'm obviously reading what y'all have to say. Chat is right there. So, of course, if you guys have any comments, feel free to throw them as we're live on the air tonight. And Tico said peak. Yes, we're at the peak here. Thank you. All right, so let's get to the radar right now, where we do have active alerts to speak of. Multiple alerts, I should say. So we have over 202 alerts from a choice of alerts that I've chosen here. Let's see, no active tornado alerts, so that's great news, obviously. Let's go ahead, let's go all the way down to Florida. We actually have a camera in Florida that we'll take a look at in just a moment. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be near the, just to the southeast of Orange City. A severe alert for 60-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail right now. Let's actually go ahead and take a live look right now in Miami, Florida, where it is a gloomy afternoon out there right now. It's 5:23 right now. The only thing that we are experiencing is a black screen, so I think the camera might have went down, so that's not a good sign. Oh, there it is. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty gloomy out there. Here's a look at the water, the ocean right now in Miami, Florida. Great shot there. Let's go back to that camera as it is now finally wanting to work. So yeah, it's stormy, severe weather out there now, and yeah, you can tell it's it's cloudy out there, so we have a whole lot happening. And we're spying on some people right now, looks like. People on their phone enjoying their afternoon, and yeah, hopefully they're having a good day so far, or as the day's about to wrap up. Alright, so right there, guys, is that severe weather alert. What I'm going to do is, every time I have satellite turned on, it just makes my radar so laggy. So we're going to have to go back to the black default. Oh, wait, we may have to go gray mode if this is being weird today. It's been really weird today, guys. So my apologies with all the lagginess we're having. Alright, severe weather just south of Norman, Oklahoma, south of Oklahoma City right now. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now. This is going in for Garvin, Cleveland, Murray, and McLean counties until 5 p.m. Again, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail associated with that alert. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect just southeast of Tulsa right now and east of Tulsa. This storm has been canceled, actually. I was just about to say, is this not canceled? It is. And then going to my old area that I used to live at. I used to cover this area, but Nowata, under a severe warning for Nowata County for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Alert expiring at 4:45. A flood advisory in effect right now going in for Ottawa County and as well as Craig County until 4:30. About 1 to 2 inches of rain has fallen in the advisory to area. If you see water on the roadways, turn around and do not drown. Some strong storms just south of Coffeyville right now in southeastern Kansas, where, again, I used to live at. All right, new right now, a severe thunderstorm watch recently issued for portions of Nebraska. One rogue severe storm. We do have a severe weather threat, though, in this area. A level 2 risk of severe weather is in effect for this evening here. If we go back to radar, very good, interesting looking storm right now. Severe thunderstorm warning for the risk of half-dollar size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds for Cherry and Sheridan counties this evening. And actually, let's check here if there's anything attempting to rotate. So let's go to velocity here. Nothing rotating right now, so that's great news. Just some good old storm right now, but we see that pink right there. That is some very large hail happening underway now in Nebraska. So this will be an area of concern, an area to watch here throughout the next couple hours. I forgot to add cameras in Colorado, but we got some storms just southeast of Denver and even a severe thunderstorm warning southeast of Pueblo, Colorado. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds for Las Animas and Pueblo and Ontario counties until 3:30 Mountain Time with that severe thunderstorm. And then we got some more storms obviously happening across the rest of the country. All right, we're approaching 4:30 here in just a moment. That is when I will return with the latest with the radar across the rest of the country. We will see y'all here in just a moment with more.
You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.
Hey, and welcome back over to the Storm Weather Channel. I am Chief Forecaster David Alford with us. Well, actually, for the Storm Boston San Antonio area. I'm just a forecaster with our On the Radar. We are dealing with some lagginess because this is our second day streaming this, but also because well, I haven't done a big stream like this in quite some time, so that's why we're dealing with some severity of the lagness. My apologies about that, guys. All right, we're going to do a rerun, reset of everything across the United States. That's what we're expected to do for the next hour and a half here, specifically on the Storm Weather Channel. All right, if you guys got any pictures, video of anything, and your location, feel free to tag me on social at David ALFWX on Twitter, and we'll share it on stream here right now. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on Twitter now. Let's go to the home page. Let's see what's going on. What's going on here? Let's see. Very laggy, very slow. Typical, right? Big storm today. Big storm threat, as you're seeing from Parker's post right there. Let's see. Okay, we got some Olive Garden on here. My favorite restaurants. Apparently my friend got this picture that we're seeing right there. That lives just a few miles away from me, so that is obviously not the on-time picture, but cool shot there. And yeah, that's what we have with Twitter. Of course, if you guys got any pictures or video, tag me on socials, and we'll do what we're doing right now on Twitter. All right, if you guys got anything in the chat, comments, questions, anything like that, feel free to deliver that down below. Of course, we have the chat down there. I know it's very tiny. I'm still working on the chat thing, but that's what we have for right now. All right, besides that, we got tropics. About a 20% chance of a tropical depression maybe, or tropical system to develop out in the Caribbean to the Gulf. So that's something to watch. That's one big headline. The second headline is severe weather for millions across the United States. Severe weather alerts already in Nebraska. Severe weather underway now in portions of Michigan, and tons of heat as well for portions of the United States. Let's get right into everything you need to know. So right now, in the big picture, there's just a whole lot of weather You see a lot of blues. You see a lot of oranges. You see a lot of pinks. You see a lot of green and pink again. So, what exactly is this blues you see? That is strong storm advisories. That is just a weather alert that is below a severe thunderstorm warning for the risk of small hail or gusty winds. Those yellow, orangey colors you see, that is a severe thunderstorm warning. And in that orange, that darker type orange color you see, that is a heat advisory. That dark pink you see in Arizona and Wyoming, that is excessive heat warnings. That pink you see in Detroit, in Michigan, and Nebraska, that is a severe thunderstorm watch. And in those green boxes, that dark green in West Texas, that is a flood watch, as well as in New Mexico. And in those greens, lime green, that is a flood advisory for a good chunk of parts of the United States, not going to lie. All right, before we get more into your radar and everything, let's take a live look right now at the Capitol here in the United States. This is Washington, D.C. It's overcast right now. Earlier, we were tracking some rain. Now it's kind of in your vicinity. I think there might be some sprinkles coming down. I did notice a little spits of something spitting. You can see that coming from the clouds. So little tiny drops of precipitation potentially underway now. Here's a live look in New York City right now, where it is also overcast right now. Thunderstorms are not really anticipated for today. It's about a 10-20% chance, but overall it is an overcast day. Good day to go boating, but look at the sky. That is one beauty of a sky right now this evening at 5:35 Eastern Time. Here's another live look in New York City. We're actually in New York City right now. Wow, look at that, guys. Overcast still. And it's just a pretty sky right now this evening. And let's take a look at people enjoying their day in Times Square right now. We have people in gorilla suits out there right now in New York City. Yeah, and there's Mario down there too. Oh wow, we got Mario, gorilla down there. Anything else? We got Mickey Mouse down there. We got Leo we got Stitch down there. Who else do we have over there? That's all I can see for right now. If y'all spot anyone else or see anything, let me know in the chat. But yeah, that is impressive. I did not know they had that at Times Square. All right, great shot there. All right, that's New York City. Let's go to Chicago. Chicago right now. Here's the skyline. Things looking good out there. It's actually a mixture of sun and clouds out there in downtown Chicago. This is actually outside of Chicago, kinda. Just a skyline view of things. But it is rush hour right now, so a lot of people trying to get home this evening. And I don't know much about the traffic there, but it's probably very busy right now, as we can see live right now on air. But we get to the skyline, if we get into the city of Chicago, so now we're in downtown Chicago. You can see the cumulus clouds right now. The risk for a few isolated storms is possible this evening. And if we go ahead and take a look at another camera in Chicago, this is the airport. And yeah, people either trying to go home or headed to the airport right now. A lot of cumulus clouds out there now at the O'Hare Airport, but that's about it. All right, let's go down to Florida, Miami. It is overcast right now. It is a gloomy evening out there right now at 5:37 p.m. And not a whole lot of cars out there, I'm going to be honest, as we take a look at that shot. Here's a live look at the Atlantic Ocean, just to the east of Miami. And as you can see, there's some waves. There's some wind out there this evening. And here's another live look in Miami, Florida. We got people enjoying their evening right now. As we are taking a look at the shot, it's also pretty overcast as well, as storms are in the vicinity. Here's a live look right now in St. Louis, where it is also gloomy and cloudy right now, but oh my gosh, look at that shot. That is gorgeous. That is a pretty shot right there. And look at that, it's all wet. The ground is all wet. I was noticing earlier there's people over here, but then I saw them run. This is before we went live. And I was like, why are they running? Well, it's all wet out there. And that's just an amazing shot that we are seeing live right now in St. Louis, where you can see the bright sky in the distance to the dark gloominess that is underway. That's a great shot. All right, Dallas, Texas. This is a very similar scene that we're seeing in Chicago. Cumulus clouds as well. And it is hot temperatures right now. Here's a live look in Cleveland, Ohio. and it's sunny. It's actually really bright there right now. Wow, it's actually really nice there right now in Cleveland. So hopefully y'all enjoying the weather. Here's a live look right now in Bee Cave, Texas. Currently in Bee Cave. This is near the Austin area in Travis County. We got some cumulus clouds also underway right now, and it is kind of quiet. That's about it. And here's a live look in Fort Worth right now, where there's also some cumulus clouds underway for us this evening too. So that's all the cameras that I have for right now. Of course, I'm adding tons of new cameras still, but this is just the main ones that I have for now. All right, let's get to the weather right now. We got a whole lot to talk about. We got severe watches in the Eastern time zone and in the Central time zone. We'll start off in the Eastern first and then get to today's outbreak of severe weather out in Nebraska. As of now, severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the Detroit, Fort Wayne, South Bend, Logan, Sports, Bay City, and Lansing area this evening for the risk of hail, wind, and even an isolated tornado. The threat of severe weather, though, is starting to wind down just a tad. The severe watch expires in 3 hours. Most of these storms are just below severe limits, and they're not really that impressive. But, yeah, there we go. New strong storm advisory in effect just north of Detroit. So, again, these storms are just below severe limits. They're mainly just because of wind. That's about it. So, wind and storms. All right, taking a look in Chicago land right now. Things are looking dry, A-OK right now in Chicago. Dry weather continues for us this evening. All right, in Illinois towards St. Louis, moments ago we got a crazy shot in St. Louis. We'll take a look at it in just a moment. All the storms are starting to exit St. Louis right now. Probably some sprinkles or a quick little downpour still underway now in St. Louis, but breaking news now, a flood advisory issued 3 hours ago and expires in about 5 minutes for the risk of 1 to 2 inches of rain that's fallen in just a short period of time. But if we go back to our St. Louis camera here, as the storms begin to exit, so do the clouds. As we are seeing this gorgeous, what a beauty shot of what things were looking like in St. Louis. We're using EarthCam, so obviously we get these beautiful commercials that interrupt our live camera gazing. So yeah, that's what we had moments ago. But yeah, there you go. There's St. Louis for you in Missouri. All right, that's what we got for right now. Coming up, more focused on radar and alerts. Nebraska, you're next. You're watching the Storm Weather Channel. This is On the Radar.
You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.
welcome back over to the Storm TV Network Weather Channel. It is about 4:43 here in the Central Time Zone. It's 5:43 Eastern. It's 3:43 Mountain, and it's 2:43 out in the Pacific Time Zone. Hello, everybody. I'm David Alford. Let's get right into the radar right now, where we're tracking some ongoing storms across portions of the St. Louis area. Storms now starting to exit, thankfully, but a flood advisory in effect for the Granite City area and North St. Louis included in that alert. Here's a live look right now in St. Louis, Missouri, where we have a beautiful, gorgeous look of the sky, of the clouds starting to depart. But if we look far in the distance, you can see those new thunderheads, new thunderstorms developing off towards the distance. So we got the clouds, clearness, kinda, and in some of those clouds out in the distance. All right, I am needed to do something. Well, not really needed to do something. I gotta grab something real quick. So I'll be back in just a second, everybody. All right, welcome back, everybody. I am David. We are giving you all the latest here with cameras, mostly across populated cities across the United States. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on the radar. This is a zoomed-in look at St. Louis. We actually give you all a live look for about more than 3 minutes here of the sun departing with the clouds. It was pretty amazing. But a little band of showers about to come through soon. Nothing severe right now in the St. Louis area. Maybe asking, what about severe weather tonight? Any risk for strong to severe storms tonight anywhere across the country? Well, we actually have 2 active severe watches. 1 in Nebraska and then 2 in Ohio, Indiana, and in Michigan. Tonight, severe weather risk calls for a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for North Dakota, level 2 risk for Canada, South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska, and as well as Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. At a level 1 risk of severe weather for several states across the United States tonight. And as we jump to tomorrow on your Saturday, we will not be live tomorrow, but tomorrow, level 2 risk of severe weather for Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. Level 1 risk for those same areas, but also level 1 risk including New York, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont. Guys, under level 1 risk of severe weather for tomorrow. Then on your Sunday here, we got a level 1 risk of severe weather near Chicago. Then a level 2 risk of severe weather for Wisconsin. Something that we're going to need to watch. And even portions of Kansas and Oklahoma and Colorado and Nebraska. All included in a low-end severe weather risk for tomorrow, or for Sunday. So again, as of now, a lot of alerts, a lot of storms. Most of these storms you see across the southeast are daytime heating storm driven. And across the central and south central plains, that is because of a boundary just north of Dallas. So that's pretty much on how things stand right now across the radar across the United States. All right, that's what I got for right now. Next time we will chat, we'll be at 5 o'clock. We'll see you in about 9 minutes from now.
You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.
All right, it is 5 p.m. in the Eastern Time, or 5 p.m. in the Central Time. It's 6 p.m. in the Eastern Time. It is 4 p.m. in the Mountain, and it's 3 in the Pacific Time. Good evening and good late afternoon, everybody. I'm David. Thank you all for watching the Storm TV Weather Channel. This is On the Radar. We're continuing another half hour with you here on YouTube. We're taking a live look at Times Square right now, where there's actually a lot more people than there was last hour walking around right now enjoying this fine evening. But look at that, we got Stitch down there, we got a gorilla down there, Mario's been spotted down there, we got some dragons earlier as well. I mean, it's just a lot of people dressed up in costumes on this fine Friday evening. Let's get right into the latest here on the Storm Weather Channel. We're tracking a tropical disturbance right now in the Caribbean Sea going towards Mexico, and then we got some heat alerts and tons of severe weather to mention and talk about across the United States. We have it all for you here on the Storm Weather Channel. Let's get right into the latest here, what's happening on radar, where we're dealing with some of those storms right now this evening across portions of the southeast, central plains, south central plains, and across the mountains. All right, breaking now, severe watch earlier been issued across portions of Nebraska. A severe thunderstorm watch right now for western Nebraska, including the North Platte area. Severe thunderstorm warnings, only one right now, but this is a pretty good severe storm, going to be honest. That is just to the southeast and south of the Gordon area. All right, latest information with this alert. It is a considerable severe warning for the risk of golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts for Cherry and Sheridan counties going into 4:15 later this evening. All right, we got some more severe weather underway right now. This time, this is going to be in Mississippi, where we have an active severe alert. Severe thunderstorm warning for Rankin, Simpson, and Hinds counties until 5:30 this evening. This will be radar indicated. Severe thunderstorm alert in Oklahoma right now for the risk of 60-mile-per-hour winds until 5:45 this evening for Cleveland, Pottawatomie, and McLean counties under this weather alerts. A severe thunderstorm warning out in Georgia right now. These alerts are just north of Atlanta to speak of right now. Severe alert for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds in Cherokee County until 6:15 Eastern Time. Just near Gainesville in Georgia, we have another severe warning for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds for Forsyth and Hogg counties in this weather alert. Over towards North Carolina, we have some storms near the Asheville area. Today's severe weather threat is non-existent for this afternoon. And over towards portions of more of North Carolina, severe weather outlooks are not forecasted today. But we do have some of these severe storms right now in the Clinton area. Severe alert for 60-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-sized hail for Sampson and Johnson counties right now. Then another severe warning for Durham and Wake Forest area for Granville, Wake, and Durham counties until 6:15, again for 60-mile-per-hour winds. And yes, some nickel-sized hail associated with that weather alert. Jumping over to the state of Pennsylvania and dealing with a severe thunderstorm warning as well right now for just west of Newton for Galena, Fayette, Washington, and Westmoreland counties in southwestern Pennsylvania. This alert for the risk of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this particular thunderstorm. And jumping all the way back to Nebraska, we got some storms that are starting to fire up. Tonight's severe weather risk is a level 2 out in this particular area, but if we go further north of there, we have a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk of severe weather across North Dakota for this afternoon into this evening here. Latest radar now starting to fire up some storms west of Minot this evening, so something that we're going to have to watch here. But the risk for tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds, the risk of that is just only increasing right now. It's not just portions of the United States, even portions of Canada under a severe weather risk. I'm finding this interesting how the Storm Prediction Center does include portions of Canada in this level 2 risk of severe weather. But I don't know if Canada has their own SPC outlook like we do here in the United States, but it wouldn't surprise me if there was a level 2 risk or a level 1 risk for more of Canada. But all I can say is the city of Winkler in Canada, y'all are in the slight risk if anyone is watching from over there, which I highly doubt anybody is, but that's where we have the severe weather risk. All right, not just that, we have another severe weather risk for this evening for portions of Florida, back towards Louisiana, going all the way up towards Michigan, where a slight risk of severe weather is met up at, where we have a strong storm advisory just north of the city of Detroit right now for gusty winds. Look at that line of storms as that progresses. You notice that green line right there? What exactly is that? That is an outflow boundary. Strong winds are coming out of the strong storm, and since that storm is so strong, it's pushing the winds out. And as the winds push out, well, strong winds will occur ahead of the storm. So 1, it cools down the temperature. 2, the winds can be super strong. And 3, the risk for damage and stuff that could be blown away is possible if you do get underneath that line. That's eventually headed towards the Detroit area here in just a little bit from now. So an area of concern, an area that we will need to monitor and watch throughout the next little bit. Flooding concerns just west of D.C. right now. Flood watch in effect for portions of Maryland and going back towards Virginia. Earlier ago, we had some storms on radar, but things are finally fizzling out. We'll have to see if these storms out west can make a way to Washington, D.C. in just a little bit. And actually, we can see if there's anything happening right now as we take a live look right now at the state capital, or excuse me, at the capital in the United States. It is Washington, D.C. First, we have this LinkedIn ad. This is pretty typical. If you ever get on Earth Cam, there's always these commercials or ads. And that's what we're experiencing right now. So we got about another 1 second left until that's gone. There we go. So there you go. Live look right now in Washington. Things are looking pretty good right now. It's overcast. But we did catch some rain earlier ago. Here's a live look right now at the White House, where I believe Donald Trump is at, probably right now. Things are looking overcast as well this evening. And then another live look at D.C. Things are also looking pretty okay right now as people are actually outside. And it might be a little bit windy too, as that camera was moving around just a tad bit. Back to the radar right now. Let's go to New York now, where we do have some heat advisories just to the southwest of where you guys are at. But New York prior, things are looking dry right now. A few spits of green, light green, indicating some isolated showers beginning to blossom just west of New Brunswick, South Brunswick, Hillsborough, and Bridgewater Township areas where we got some showers attempting to develop this evening across New York in the Big Apple. But as we take a live look right now in New York City, as this camera is not wanting to work for some reason, let's go to the next camera. This camera here, this is actually in downtown New York City, and you can actually see that it is overcast. It's cloudy out there right now, and well, we have some of those isolated showers beginning to build out west, so we do have some moisture for showers to develop. And as we started off the broadcast at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central, there was people outside, but now there's just an explosive of more people out there right now at Times Square. Let's see, we got Leah, we got Stitch out there, we got Mario out there, we got a gorilla out there. Anybody else out there that's a character that we can see? I'm not seeing much right now, but again, if y'all spot anybody that's in a character or in a suit or anything like that, feel free to let me know in our live stream chat here. But again, things are looking a-okay for now in the New York region. All right, let's go ahead. Let's fly all the way down to Florida. We're going to go down to Miami now, where things are looking maybe okay. We're going to find out as this has froze up on me. There we go. All right, so Miami, Florida, things are looking okay in the city. A few little sprinkles potentially falling nearby. We got Highland Weather TV in the chat. Hello there, Highland. And then off towards the west, guys, we got some storms in the distance right now in Miami. Let's take a live look right now in Miami, Florida, where you can actually see the dark clouds out in the distance right now in downtown Miami, Florida, as the camera is loading. That's why you're seeing a black screen, which will it fix? I guess not. Oh well. Next camera. This camera here is facing towards the Atlantic Ocean, and actually there is some wind out there as these showers or storms get closer to Miami. That's why we're seeing the waves beginning to increase. Here's a live look right now in Chicago right now, and this is in Illinois. We got some cumulus clouds out there, which we'll get a better look at in just a moment. It is rush hour right now in any city in America right now, and you can see that there's a lot of people out there right now traveling around to go home, to get dinner, or just enjoying their evening commutes. Another vantage point, this is at the skyline. Or excuse me, this is not the skyline. This is in the skyline of Chicago. This is downtown right now. We got some cumulus clouds out in the distance right now, Lake Michigan on the other side in Cook County. So things are looking all right there. And another live look at the airports in Chicago, where we also got some cumulus clouds and people traveling home from work this evening. Let's take a live look in St. Louis right now. We had some storms in the general vicinity earlier. Now things are looking okay, but we are starting to see some raindrops starting to fall in St. Louis. Pretty gloomy out there, but I'm going to be honest, that wall of clouds and that bright light in the distance of the sunshine, it's kind of amazing. I like this shot. This is one of my favorite shots so far for today. All right, Dallas and Chicago, y'all are twins technically. You're just dealing with the same thing. It's hot, you got cumulus clouds, and it's dry. Yeah, that's about it. What about Fort Worth? Fort Worth also dealing with the same thing. Cumulus clouds, live look at the trains, track. People actually getting on the train right now. If you look very closely, people are actually getting on the train. It's a great shot there. Live look right now in Cleveland, Ohio, where it is just clear as day out there. It's so clear right now this evening over there. All right, here's a live look in Central Texas. This is going to be for in Travis County, just to the southwest of Austin. This is called Bee Cave, Texas, and actually we got some cumulus clouds also out and going across Central Texas. So that's what's happening underway right now. Back to the radar. Again, storms getting closer and closer to Miami, Florida. We will continue to watch this here throughout the next little bit. Nothing severe though in the state of in the state of Florida as of right now. All right, developing information. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued recently for the city of Jackson, and also a flash flood warning in the city of Jackson in portions of Mississippi. Rankin, Simpson, and Hinds counties under this weather alert for $half size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So that's an alert that we are bringing you here on air tonight. All right, no tornadoes, no tornado alerts, nothing like that right now across the United States. That's great news. Right now, we're just dealing with severe weather for quite a few states this evening. Tonight, we have a bullseye of severe weather near Canada, level 3 out of 5, enhanced risk for Bismarck, North Dakota, and areas surrounding. Have a way to see weather alerts tonight for the risk of hail, wind, tornadoes, and maybe even isolated flooding could be possible tonight. So, something that we'll continue to watch here throughout the next little bit. Question is any storms attempting to fire up yet? Yes, we do. Storms are beginning to blow up. Out in Canada, I love Canada a lot, just to throw that out there, guys. We got some storms out there in Canada. I would not be surprised if this was a severe thunderstorm warning in Canada. That is a pretty good hail core right now in Canada. Looking at velocity, there is some rotation with this storm just northeast of Russell in Canada. So that's an interesting shot there. We do have radar sites in Canada, so yeah. The weather-wise needs to add Canada alerts really badly because I'm kind of curious if that's an actual severe alert or not. But anyways, I mentioned this yesterday. We're mostly about 95% of the time focusing on the United States weather, but there will be some times where we do keep eyes on Canada weather, and tonight could be one of those nights where we actually have the risk of dangerous severe weather tonight all the way in Canada as well as here in the United States. All right. Again, this is going to be our main focal point tonight. This is area of severe weather. Moments ago, oh, there we go. New severe thunderstorm warning out in western South Dakota right now. Severe thunderstorm warning. Something to watch right now near the Spearfish area. Severe warning for Butte, Lawrence, and Crook counties until 5:15 this evening. So we're going to have to watch this very, very closely as this alert continues to be in effect. Also, ping-pong-sized hail associated with this alert as well. All right, what else do we have happening this evening? Let's see here. I've got some word here. I got some inside information here that a new severe watch could be issued here soon for portions of western North Dakota here in just an hour or two from now. So we'll have to keep eyes on this very, very closely. All right, we're going to take a quick pause here before we get to a commercial break here. We got something I just saw in the live chat. Hey, all right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make this full screen here. You all see this right here? I do. All right, so David Poplin here. Am I saying your last name right? Poplin? I hope that's right. Poplin. David Poplin in the chat here just donated $20 to the stream here. So appreciate that, David. Thank you very much. But he said, your new broadcast format is refreshing and a nice change for more traditional videos and vlog chats. Keep up the great work and a wonderful weekend, David. Well, thank you very much. The weekend is already going to an amazing start with this. So I appreciate David. Thank you very much for that. And it's definitely a refreshing change and different look, I guess you could say, to the stream. But anyways, thank you very much, David. I hope you have a wonderful weekend as well. That's awesome. Thank you, man. All right, that's what we got with that. Okay, man, thank you, David. All right, so now we're going to take a quick little break here. More news and weather, or not news, but more weather coming up at 5:21 Central Time. You're watching the Storm TV Network channel on the radar. For this little update, I am David Alford.
You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel. You're watching On the Radar on the Storm TV Network channel.
We're back on the air, everybody. I'm Chief Forecaster David Alford with Storm, and you're on the radar. I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for the support in the last, for a while now. But especially to David Poplin, David Poplin. I want to say thank you very much again. You are incredible. Of course, everybody else that's watching, y'all are incredible too. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in to my updates and me trying my best to inform y'all on everything with the weather and with what's going on across the United States. So again, just want to say thank you everybody for tuning in, watching, and enjoying everything that I do so far. And whoa, I burped. Excuse me. But I got some new stuff, new things, behind the scenes stuff, a lot of stuff coming, and I'll be talking much more about it in the coming days. Just a hint, there's just more to what I have right now with what I'm talking about, what I'm doing. There's more in the future. So anyways, just wanted to point that out. Appreciate everybody for the support, and thank you very much for everything. Oh, okay. Let's get back to the weather before I end up bawling or something. Oh, we got a tornado watch. Breaking news, tornado watch. I had a feeling that a new watch would get issued. There we go. Tornado watch in effect right now. This is going in from North Dakota right now. Tornado watch until 1 a.m. for Adams, Benson, Eddy, Ammons, Foster, Stark, Word. Tons of counties under a tornado watch in North Dakota. I am deciding, I'm still thinking about this. Should I cover this alert tonight? Should we do national weather tonight? Well, we're doing that right now. We've been live for over an hour and 30 minutes. But question is should I and do I continue the live stream as we have this watch and have full on coverage? If you guys want me to do that, let me know. But as of now, I will be live until 6 p.m. But if anything crazy gets going in this tornado watch that just got issued, which today's severe weather threat's very decent, I actually might cover today's severe weather threat tonight. So we'll see. There will be breaks, but we'll see. Y'all are saying yes, I should cover it. So we may cover this. We may cover it. I may not cover the whole thing because, well, actually I have no school tomorrow. But anyways, the alert expires at 1 a.m. My voice, my throat does hurt, but I got some Dr. Pepper to help me survive this. So I think we got it. I know. So at least for the next hour, into next hour as well, I will cover this. So expect the live stream to continue for another hour and a half. We'll see how I am from there. And of course, with tonight's stream, I don't have any cameras set up in North Dakota right now, so that's a major problem. So that means I need to turn on storm chasers, has cams. So there we go. Let's see. Do we have any storm chasers yet? Oh, we do. Let's go. We got a storm chaser in Bismarck. So here's Brandon Kopic real quick. Let's listen into what's going on.
Copy that.
Can y'all hear him? I don't know if y'all can hear him or not. A second.
I like how it hasn't burst through the cap yet, but the updraft's already getting close.
1 second. Oh god, I just crashed my entire OBS. YouTube, do not think there's a problem. I just wanted to control the audio system. So OBS or YouTube, do not think I ended the live stream. We're still live. Okay, I think we're okay. We're okay. My computer had like a little freeze lag problem there for some reason. I was like, oh no, come on, don't do this to me. And it's not. Thank God. Alright, so I would explain what I was trying to do, but it won't make sense. So I'm not going to, sadly. Alright, so we got 2 storm chasers ongoing right now. Let's take a live look right now at Corey. We've actually used him in our stream.
Yeah, so it looks perfect for you guys down there.
Here's a storm chaser in Bismarck, Brandon Kopic. He's actually in the tornado watch as mentioned. Let's go to him real quick.
Two. Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, I see that nice shadow. That one updraft just got completely freaking devoured. Absolutely. I'm going to switch over to T2.
Yeah, y'all can hear him. Why can I not hear him? Yeah, my audio works. For some reason, my feed to listen into Weatherwise is not working. So I'm going to have to manually do that on OBS. So let's do this. Let's go to that. There's going to be a lot of behind the scenes today, probably. I got a feeling of that happening. Alright, let's see if I can hear them now. Yep, I can. Alright, so again, that's Brandon Kopic, live right now in North Dakota with the latest with everything. Alright, it's 5:28 right now. I'm going to search for some weather cameras real quick in North Dakota. So give me 1 second, guys, as we take a quick little break. So give me 1 second. I don't think y'all want to hear me just mutter under my breath saying, come on, I need a camera, come on, this is not what I want, come on, this needs to be perfect. Yeah, you know, I'm sure you don't want to hear me complain. So what I'll do is I will leave y'all with the music real quick, and I'll leave you guys with the camera. We will leave you guys off with the radar for right now, and then behind the scenes coming your direction.